Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to share with you a haul of some makeup products that I've picked up over the last month or so. This is not an exhaustive list of the things that I've hauled, but there's quite a bit of stuff that I've already started using and I've kind of put into circulation in various makeup bags and all that stuff so that it's not to hand, and so the other stuff isn't anything like groundbreaking or super exciting. Not that any of this necessarily is, but I just don't have it to hand. So this is just some of the stuff that I've picked up recently that I would like to share with you. Next, a couple of foundations that I got, just because I kind of felt like trying them again. So the L'Oreal True Match, I've had this before and from memory I really liked it. So this is the shade 1C Rose Ivory, which was my shade before, so I'm assuming it's still my shade. And then I also got this, which everybody's been making a big fuss about, and I'm not totally sure I get it because I have tried it. This is the Infallible Fresh 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. I would not say that it's exceptionally long lasting, or at least it certainly isn't on me. I was shiny through the T-zone relatively quickly with this. This is the shade 15 Porcelain, so I think it was the lightest shade that they had in Boots. Something else kind of high streety, drugstore-y, depending on how you want to phrase it. I got this. This is like a YouTube made me buy it, like the internet made me buy it type product. This is the Flower Supernova Celestial Skin Elixir. I bought this because I watched some videos with Drew Barrymore, because she's launched Flower Beauty in the UK in Superdrug after it being available in the US for I don't know how long. And when I was reading about it online, this was the product that sold out everywhere, apparently, in the US. It was like permanently sold out. And so as soon as it went on to Superdrug, I decided that I would get it to try it. I've used it a couple of times. What I couldn't tell, so it's like a, can you see that? It's like a shimmery, sparkly, you know, oily primer type deal. I've used it a couple of times. At that time, I broke out. I don't know if I broke out because of this or I broke out because I was going to break out anyway, but something was up with my skin at that point and I couldn't figure out whether it was that or whether it was something else. So I am going to try again as I've got it, and I'll see whether it was that was causing a problem or whether it was just some other factor. So I have that. What else do I have? I got this from Tarte's website. This is the Double Duty Beauty Busy Gal Basics. This contains the base tape, like mini sizes, so they're teeny, mini sizes of the Hydrating Primer, the First Step Prep Moisture Reset Cream, and the Shape Tape Setting Powder. I don't get the Shape Tape fuss, if I'm totally honest. I have it. I'm not a big concealer girl anyway, just because why can I not get my words out? Because under my eyes I have quite a lot of lines anyway, and I just feel like whatever I use just sits in them, and so I kind of don't bother really. But I do have the Shape Tape. I can see it from here, it's over there. But I don't know. But I kind of like the idea of like mini stuff because it's so cute. So like mini primer, mini powder, which is actually quite good for travel or chucking in your bag or whatever, and then mini moisture cream. I don't know, it seemed like a good idea, right? Another thing that seemed like a good idea, and possibly another example of a YouTube made me buy it, is this guy. This is the Anastasia Sultry Palette, which, to give it its credit, is, other than the brush falls out, it is very beautiful. It's a lovely palette. I have used it a couple of times and I like it. This is my first palette from Anastasia. I don't have anything else, I don't think, from the range. I think that's my first thing full stop from Anastasia, and it's nice. I don't know that it's going to turn me into like a full-on Anastasia convert, but I did read that they were going to be doing a relaunch of their Vault that had 4 palettes in it. I forget what they were, but it was going to be like 4 palettes for like £95, and it's going to be available for one day only, and there's a part of me that's like, oh, it's such a good deal. It's such a good deal. But then it's not a good deal if you just buy more eyeshadow that you don't need or wear. So I don't know, we'll see. But so far so good. I like this very much. having seen all of the previews for it, to me, this looks like it's gonna, oh, just bent that back, oh dear. To me it looks like it's gonna be very similar to the new Urban Decay Naked, whatever that's called, Reloaded, Naked Reloaded, is that what they've called it? That's due to launch any day now. I will probably get that because I have all the other Naked palettes and I'm a completionist, but it does look quite similar. Something else I got that I wasn't expecting to get at all is this. This is the Becca Volcano Goddess eyeshadow palette. I got this when I was shopping on my birthday, so I've had it about a month now. And can I put to cover that? Can I do that? All stylish all the time. So, let's cover. Can we cover the mirror please? Thank you. So that's what it looks like. And I'd seen it online and it just sort of seemed a bit unremarkable, you know? Like it was nice, but I wasn't looking at it thinking, oh, that's definitely something that I want to pay 40 quid for. And so I happened to go into John Lewis after Christmas, so for my birthday, which is in, as I said, in January. And there was a Becca counter in the John Lewis store that I was in. And it had this palette on display for half price, so like £19. And I swatched, and the texture of those shadows is really nice. I was really surprised. I was expecting it to be unimpressive. They're super creamy for powders, really, really nice. So for £19, I was happy to pick that up. I picked up this guy, the Touch in Sol No Problem Primer. I don't like the name. I think the name is silly, very silly. No Problem, it's a silly name. But I've seen people talk about it. It's in a glass bottle, I liked that. And it's a smooth and pore covering top secret for perfect makeup, and I felt like that was something I needed in my life, so I got that. I've tried it once and I like it. I often forget to put primer on because I often don't do full makeup. Very typically on an everyday basis to go to work. Some days I don't bother at all, no makeup, just, you know, moisturise and go. Other days, and more often than not, I use the IT Cosmetics CC cream, which I don't need a primer. I set it, but I don't need a primer for it. So this is something to be used when I'm wearing actual foundation, which I should do more, but currently don't do often. But yeah, so far, from my first impression, I liked it. Something else that I'm so happy to have been able to have got, because this wasn't something that we were always able to get here. So IT Cosmetics as a brand has been available on QVC for a couple of years now. There wasn't an IT Direct website until last year, so you couldn't buy directly from IT Cosmetics here. But they launched into Boots and onto Cult Beauty, and they had a UK Direct website. And I was very, very hopeful that when they did that, they would start to bring some of the products that you guys in the US have been able to get whenever they launch, that we hadn't been able to get. And one of the things that they do is periodically they release like a shaped brush. So like this. This is a heart-shaped base brush, effectively. It's called Love is the foundation brush, and it's heart-shaped, butt-shaped, depending on which way up you hold it. It has a clear, like an acrylic handle with tiny heart glitters in it, pink ferrule, and it was just so pretty, and I just had to have it because of the novelty value. I'm a sucker for novelty value. So last summer there was a star-shaped one that came out, I think, for 4th of July, which obviously we didn't get because we don't celebrate 4th of July. But it's a cute brush. I like IT brushes very much. Every one I've had has been a winner so far, and I often get them. My thing is generally I buy stuff in kits from QVC, from IT, just because it's cheaper. You get more for your money. That brings me to all lip products now. This isn't strictly a lip product. This is something that I bought, was a Chinese New Year special edition. So you may remember, if you've been with me a while, you may not, I bought one of the Guerlain lipsticks that come with the separate case, which is basically where you buy the base of the lipstick and you buy the case separately, and the case flips open and inside is a mirror. So So for Chinese, so I have a rose gold lid with the one that I use. For Chinese New Year, they released this one. I don't know if you can quite see that, but the inlay on that is metallic red leather, and it is stunning. It is so beautiful. I didn't realise it was metallic when I bought it. I just thought it was red leather. I didn't realise it was metallic. It is so stunningly beautiful. The shade, the style if you want to call it, is called Bee Flight, and it's beautiful. And it's not cheap. Like, this is the most ridiculous, like, luxury product. Like, when you're in the realms of you're buying the lid separately for your lipstick, it's a bit crazy. But it's so beautiful, and it's such a nice thing to have in your bag. Like, it feels fancy, and I love that. So I got that. I also got one of Kiehl's new launches, and I haven't really done a lot with this, hence it's still in the box. This is the Love Oil for Lips Glow Infusing Lip Treatment. I got the shade Pink Neon, and it's a tube of lip stuff. It doesn't have, well, I suppose it has a bit of colour. I think from memory I swatched it and I didn't really like the smell, which is why I didn't do anything with it, but you can kind of just see there's like a pinky tone. It is fairly neon actually, to give it its due. So I swatched it, but I haven't tried it, so I don't know how moisturising or whatever it is, but we'll see. I quite like Kiehl's products. I don't have a lot of them, but I like what I've tried, so I'm hopeful for this. I like the tube and stuff. It's all that gimmicky packaging nonsense. Let's see. Let's stick with balm type products. I got this from Buxom. I believe in a haul before Christmas I showed you a kit that I bought from Buxom, which was 4 mini versions of their Power Plump lip balm. I started to wear the shade Big O, which is the pale pink, and immediately fell in love and had to have the full size, except I couldn't find it anywhere at all whatsoever. It was just sold out across the board. Fortunately, yesterday I noticed that Feel Unique had it back in stock, and I do the thing with Feel Unique where you pay for a year of delivery and you get like free next day delivery. So I got that. This arrived this morning. So this is the Power Plump lip balm in the shade Big O. It's like a crayon type thing, and you can't see that there, but I have swatched that. It's basically a very, very lightly tinted, there we go, lightly tinted lip balm that does that pH thing. You know, that pH thing that the Dior Lip Glow does and a few other products, where they allegedly react with the pH of your skin to go your own perfect shade of pink. That is actually starting to turn. You can see there now. Right there. I just love it. It's a nice balm. The colour looks good. It's a great product. I'm very happy with it. I'm glad to have a full size. And actually, £15 I don't think is unbearable for, it's 4.8 grams, so it's a decent size as well. But it's just a really nice, easy product to have in your bag to just chuck on and just make you feel a bit polished when you don't necessarily want to put like a full lip on. So that is very nice. What I am wearing today, this is a new-ish launch from Bobbi Brown. This is one of the crushed liquid lips, which look like that. And this is the shade Hippie Shake, which is like a, you know, a pretty standard, you know, slightly nudie pink that is sort of one of the colours that I gravitate to. It's that guy right there. You can see it, and you can see how that that Buxom colour is starting to develop now. But this is what I'm wearing now. This formula is lovely. I'm sure you've seen reviews if you're someone who watches beauty videos, because they have been everywhere. It is creamy. It is pigmented. It feels super nourishing on the lips. It doesn't dry down. So it isn't a liquid lip that dries down to that matte, like, moisture sucking formula. It's almost like a gloss, but it's not. It's more like a super pigmented balm, because it isn't sticky like some glosses are. So it's just a really lovely formula. I would like some more shades of that. Just haven't decided quite which ones yet. Similar sort of product. This is the Buxom Vava Plump. What do they call this? Vava Plump something. Shiny liquid lipstick. So this is like, I would call this a really, really pigmented gloss. that wears quite a long time. So I have the shade, this was the one I wore. So I filmed a haul like this. I can't remember if I mentioned this in this video or in my last video, because I'm filming a couple, but I filmed a haul before of a bunch of stuff, and I realised when I came back to edit that I had smudged my lip product all around, like literally around here. This was the colour that I was wearing, this bright pink, which is why it was so obvious that it had smudged, and I don't know how I didn't see it in the viewfinder. But this is the shade Pin-Up Plum. It's the bright pinky colour that you can see there. It's beautiful. Formula's lovely. It's plumping, but I didn't find that it tingled. Does it say that it should? Oh, it says tempts and tingles with kissable, comfortable, lasting wear. I didn't find that, but then I think I compare all plumping lip products to the Doo-Wop lip venom, which burns your face off. So if I use a plumping product that doesn't burn like that, I barely even notice it, because I remember that feeling so vividly of that burn from that product. So I didn't find that it burned. Maybe a tiny bit, but not a lot. But it's nice. Formula's nice. That particular colour is beautiful. I didn't really like the nudes in that range. There wasn't one that I felt like was me, so I went with a bright. And I may pick up some more brights because it's a good colour. My last thing, technically it's two things, but I don't have one of them. I finally bought a product from the Fenty range. I bought the Lip Gloss Bomb in Fussy, which is the pink, not the kind of peachy colour. Not the first one, like the second one that came out, or third one maybe. I don't know, the pink. I bought that. It's nice. I keep hearing people talk about how good it is, how it's the most amazing gloss, and it's like, it's alright. It didn't feel like earth-shattering. It was gloss. But it's in my bag anyway, which is why I'm not showing you, because I can't reach my bag from where I'm sat. But I bought that, I tried it, it's fine. I also bought this little kit of this is two Lil Mademoiselles. This is the matte lipstick Mademoiselle formula, and this was on Harvey Nichols' website in the sale, which is why I bought it, because it was in the sale. So you've got two shades. You have got, is that upside down? Spanked and Griselda, and they're tiny. Like, have I got, let's compare it to that Bobbi Brown. Look, they're tiny, tiny, tiny. But I thought it would be a nice way to try the formula without buying, you know, one product. So that's Griselda, which is actually pretty. It's, you know, like a kind of winey, purpley, pinky colour. No, not pinky. Winey, purpley, vampy colour is the word I was looking for, not pinky at all. And then this other shade, which is called, did I say Spanked? Is that what I said? Spanked. Is interesting. So it's kind of a rosy, you know, that sort of a shade. The formula feels really nice. It is matte. It isn't super, or doesn't feel super drying. Swatch, I haven't tried it on my lips yet, but the swatch felt nice when it went on. It felt creamy. What I want to understand about brands, people. So that shade there, right there, is called Spanked. And in my empties video, I'm wearing a lipstick shade by, it was the MAC Patrick Star lipstick in Spank Me Santa, which was, again, it was this exact colour. Why are these colours with Spank in the name not bright red? Surely they should be bright red, shouldn't they? Is that just me? I just feel like it should be the colour that you would go if somebody spanked you. Maybe that's not something you ever really think about, but from my perspective, I feel like it would be red. It wouldn't be rose, like that kind of rosy brown colour. I don't know. Maybe that's me judging it from my own skin tone. Maybe it's that. Maybe I'm like subconscious bias based on my own skin tone. I don't know. So that was everything I picked up. Well, everything I'm showing you in the haul. Like I said, I picked some other stuff up, but I didn't really, yeah, it wasn't anything remarkable, and so I'm not worried about including it here. Is there anything that you have bought recently that you think I would like? If so, please leave me a comment below, because I like to be enabled and it's always nice to hear from you. I'll be back soon with another video, though I'm not totally sure what it will be at this point, because I have now run out of planning. So I'll figure something out and I'll see what I can come up with. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.